I got a couple sips of coffee before this took off. Ooh, this feels real good. Well, welcome back to another fishing adventure, folks. Hello, can you see me? Hi. I am at a big lake that I haven't been to in a couple of months. There are big fish in this lake, and I'm hoping to catch some today. Let me get baited up, and I'll tell you what's going on. There's some different challenges here today that I didn't have last time, and I'll explain it to you in a second here. Hook bait for today is going to be sweet almond tiger nuts. Decided to go with the tiger nuts today for no particular reason. It's just the first thing that was sticking out at me when I reached in the fridge to grab some baits. As far as the flavoring, almond goes, I like the smell of it. That's why I choose it. 2 tiger nuts on the hair, just like that. I had someone in the comments ask, why, since tiger nuts have kind of a sweet flavor already naturally, why do you add flavor? And just that, yeah, that's true. They do have their own flavor. Everything has a flavor. But I just like to add flavor to make it more bold, to make it stand out, to make it, bold. Because as I said before, I'm not trying to feed fish here. I'm not trying to mimic their natural food. I'm just trying to get them curious enough to suck this into their mouth to see if it's food. And once they do, that hook will grab them. That's what carp do. They are their mouth and throat is a sorting machine. They suck stuff in off the bottom of the lake and sort out the dirt and the rocks from the little particles that it can be eaten. That's what they do. I need some water to wash my hands, and it's looking pretty green right next to the shoreline here. Let me show you. Yeah, it's looking really green. Hopefully that's just on the surface. I don't know. Hopefully that's just on the surface, but I don't think so. That's an algae bloom right there, folks. And I don't think there's any. It's all as far as the eye can see. Yeah, oh, dang it. Well, at least I know I won't probably have to deal with any swimmers today. I'll give it a try. Walk down here a little bit and see if maybe there's a little spot. No, it's all green. I guess I'll just be washing my hands in algae water today. Really no other choice. Pack bait is my usual mix of old-fashioned oats and it's 8 cups of oats, 2 cups of sweet feed. In this particular batch I have a can of chili beans and a can of corn. And something that I probably don't mention often enough, I had somebody ask in the comments yesterday, was they said they made this exactly like I do, but it wouldn't stick together. What did they do wrong? And I'm guessing what they forgot to do, what I don't mention every single time, is when you mix this up, you gotta wait like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes before it becomes sticky and it'll stick together like that. It needs about 10-15 minutes for those oats to absorb some of that liquid and become sticky. If you mix it up and try to use it right away, it'll just be all loose and it won't stick together. So yeah, it takes a few minutes to set up. That is a key component of using this kind of bait. I think the bread, if you use breadcrumbs, I think those are kind of instantly, once they get moistened, they just instantly stick. But the oats will take a few minutes. And I'm just packing that bait around this 3-ounce method feeder sinker here. Ouch! 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 Right in my finger. Oh. Yeah, that's a sharp hook. That hook just swung around and hit me in the finger and stuck there. So that's my rig. That's how I do it. I leave the hook bait separate from the pack bait. I don't tuck it in like a lot of people do. The reasoning for that is I like to be sure that my hook is not buried by this. And I know you can get some types of method feeders that are supposed to be weighted in a way that they land right side up every time. I'm not sure if I trust that. Well, I'm sure I don't trust that. And besides that, if they're going to find this, they're going to find this. This is going to be laying on the bottom, 2 inches away from the pack bait. I have really good luck with it. Works good for me. not great. I mean, it gets the pack bait off my hands, but then I need something to get the algae off my hands. So I don't know, not sure what I'm going to do about this. In addition to the algae bloom, I can see that there is some submerged vegetation here along the shoreline as well. I don't know how far that goes out. This is just going to be learning. My first few casts, when I reeled in, I'll see how much weeds I come back with, and yeah, I don't know. We're gonna learn together here today. Never fished this lake this time of year. I've only fished it in the spring and in the fall. So learning. I think I'm only gonna cast about 30 yards out. I'll explain why here in a second. Good. Okay, that's probably about 6 or 7 feet of water there. It took a while to hit the bottom, and it was a nice firm thump when it hit the bottom, so that's good. I don't think I'm in weeds. One of the main reasons why I'm only putting it about 30 yards out is because I intend to throw out some bait here, some cattle cubes after I get these out, and that's about 30 yards, especially with the way the wind's blowing right now. 30 yards is probably as far as I'm going to be able to get with my bait delivery system. Was a little bit shallower, but a nice good thud when it hit the bottom, so that's good. The list of my net and my rod and reel and gear and all that stuff is in the description with links to everything, if you're interested in checking that out. This net is awesome. 8 foot long, big extended handle, really helps me out when I'm fishing by myself, landing fish. Got a long rock scramble from the grass down to the water. That's going to be fun. This is my bait delivery system that I mentioned before. It's a kid's wiffle ball bat. Just chop the end off, and cattle cubes go in there, and fling them out like that. I can get, depending on how the wind's blowing, I'm not going to get too far today, but I can get 30-40 yards with these, surprisingly. I didn't think I'd be able to cast that far with this, but it works really well, and it's just fast, you know, scoop, scoop. So much faster than messing around with the spot, casting it out and reeling it back. So much more efficient. And the wind is coming from that direction and blowing across where I'm fishing here today, so I'm gonna go upwind of where I'm fishing and then throw it out and let the wind blow those cattle cubes down to where my baits are. This is just a 3-gallon bucket, and it's filled with the aforementioned cattle cubes. I found that doing it with this bat, just a little bit, like, you know, a big handful, about that much at a time, works the best. If you don't want to put a whole bunch in there, because it just doesn't work very well. A little bit at a time works great for me. Yeah, I'm not getting them out there as far as I would like. I don't know how much more of this I'm gonna do. If I'm only getting 15-20 yards out, I might stop doing this. That's a little better. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Alright, baits are out and cattle cubes are out. I'm sure I didn't mention that a cold front came in last night. And for the past, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days, it's been over 100, 112, I think was the heat index yesterday. Humidity is ridiculous, and cold front came in last night. Today's high is like 78. So a big change in weather. And I don't care. I know that's not good for fishing, but 112 degrees is not good for Tom. Tom doesn't go fishing at 112 degrees. So I'm fishing today at 78 or 77 or whatever it is, and hopefully the fish, I'm sure the water's still nice and warm. Are we having a good time? Are we? That is a question, isn't it? Well, will you look at that? I finally got it up. Then you got to undo these straps that you needed to hook up to get it to set up in the first place. This is what originally threw me off when I got this thing, because there's no instructions, and I was like, what in the world are these straps for? And apparently I need two hands to do this. Yeah, these are retention straps that are required. It's pretty much impossible to set this up with one person if you don't have these straps to apply pressure to the corners. Yeah, I filmed my setting up of this mostly just to see how long it would take me to set it up. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the video. It's a cool tent. I like it, but I hate setting it up and taking it down. It's so overly complex, just unneeded. I'll probably use it until I stop using it. And then the next thing I buy will not be one of these Euro style bivvies. It'll be just a day shelter kind of thing, or just a regular tent. It's gonna work for today though. It's supposed to rain later, so that's why I have this up, and I might camp here tonight. I'm not sure. See what the weather does. I got one spike left over that I don't know why. I don't know where it goes. But okay. That's it. Probably didn't mention it at the beginning. My PB came from this lake earlier this year, 28-pound common carp, and that was a pre-spawn fish. So I don't know. That same fish right now probably weighs less than that, I would guess. But if there's a 28-pounder, there's a 30 plus. Gotta be. This fish is swimming in. He's just swimming right in. There's big clumps of weeds here. I'm gonna move down a little bit, get away from those big clumps if I can, I guess. I didn't bother putting the net cam on because of all the algae. You wouldn't see anything anyway. It's just pea soup. And that's in the water and I can't even see it. Definitely not gonna be able to see a fish or have any idea what kind of fish I got until it's in the net and then I lift it up out of the water. Alright, yep, that's a carp. That is a carp. Come here. He doesn't want to. Okay. Uh-oh, my other rod's going off now. Come on now. Alright, get in my net. Alright. Well, nothing I can do about that other rod right now. I think it was going, wasn't it? I heard a jingle. Yeah, it's pulled tight. Alright. You want to get tough with me, do you? You don't want to get tough with me. I'm covered with algae now. That's neat. Yeah, first fish of the morning. Kind of a smallish fish. Oh, he's pooping too. This is the grossest. Oh, he's pooping too. Algae flinging everywhere. Probably a 10-pound fish. He's pooping. He's got to go. I don't get carp pooping on me very often. Catfish do it a lot, but I don't usually have a carp pooping on me. Oh, he splashed me too. Whew. Messiest carp catch ever. Yeah, that drag is peeling on that one. Drag is peeling. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of line missing off that spool. Gonna get my poopy net here. Surprisingly, the weeds haven't been a problem. I didn't have any weeds on the line on that first catch. Maybe it's just a few isolated clumps here in front of me. I'm just covered in algae splatter and carp poop. Yeah, I'm gonna get some weeds on this one, I think. Whoa, he stuck his face out of the water and shook it like a bass. He must be hooked good because he should have got off. Okay. Yeah, he should have got away with that maneuver. That was a pretty slick maneuver there. He must be hooked good. Yeah. Yep. This is a little bigger fish. Well, there's a bunch of poop all over my mat right there. Yeah, maybe they're all charged up from those cattle cubes that I sent out a couple hours ago. It's almost noon. I just checked my clock. So bait's in the water for about 2.5 hours. Finally getting some bites. I've been seeing lots of fish. I'd say this one's in the low teens, 12, 13, something like that. Good fish. I got poop to clean up. Just the first couple catches and I'm just filthy. Back in the water. Yeah. Can't even see the fish hardly. There he goes into the pea soup. And then this is what I get to wash my hands in. This might be one of the more disgusting, probably the most disgusting fishing trip I've done this year. Of course, that boat's coming right back here. They saw me catch those fish and now they're coming over here. Yeah, that's what they do. They see somebody else. It's monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. See somebody else catch a fish and then they'll go over and park right next to them. They do that to other boaters too. Monkey see, monkey do. Here's a fun little thing for all you haters who like to hate on my Ziploc bags. My Ziploc bag busted out on me earlier. It just burst open as I was reaching in there to get some. And I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. It just like burst open like there was a slice on the side of the bag or something. But so I transferred it to this little garbage bag. That's when I'm pulling my back bait out of a garbage bag. Pretty neat. Pretty trashy. Well, a couple teeners on the bank. That's based on my experience at this lake. That seems to be about the average size fish is low to mid teens. I'll catch a few more of those. Those are lots of fun. I am at a campground, and there are other people here. It's July, so campground's pretty busy, really. It's just a rainy day, so there's not very many people out right now, but I expect I'll probably get an audience at some point. And I could see that the people in the other campsites around me were definitely watching me catch those fish. We'll see what they do. Alright, time to get this poopy mat cleaned up here. Can't be having that. Washing off the poop in the pea soup. Oh, so you have a piece of paper? Oh, I'm getting the fish, buddy. I'm going to call you back later, okay? Okay, bye. Oh, here we go. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. They are in the zone. Carp are in the zone, whatever that means. I'm breathing campfire smoke here. Can't breathe. Yeah, this might be one of the most disgusting. No, all I gotta do is think about the river and know that is way more disgusting than anything I'm gonna find here. But the water's bad, the fish are pooping on me, and this air is smoky. What's next? It's gonna start raining? But the fish are biting. No, that's That's the bonus. It really is nice with this cloudy, rain-threatening day. There's no pleasure boats out running around, because normally, if they're on a normal summer day, this would just be big crashing waves like the ocean, you know, just from all the wake boats zooming up and down the lake. There's none of that today. I love it. My line was already green to start with, but it was that low vis green. Now it's a dark algae green. That should be a new color for the... Well, actually, I think they do make one that's called moss green. Okay. I suppose this fish is in shock being able to see anything, because they probably can't see anything. They're swimming around in this algae bloom. A little smaller fish. 7, 8, something like that. Back he goes. Yeah, so it's just amazing. Like, there's a fish, and there he's gone. Disappearing act. Is he still in my net? Can't tell. Oh. Okay, he's gone. Drop back bite here. Yep. Feels like a small fish. Oh, my other one's going off now. This one's got a bunch of weeds. Yeah, little bitty. Other one's going off. Yeah, line is slack, laying in the rocks. And it got away, whatever it was. Oh, nope, wrong. It just swam along with it. He's still on there. Whew. Climbing up and down on these rocks will get you in shape. That's for sure. It's good exercise. He can't see me. Can't see the net coming at him. I can't see him either, though. Yeah, he wasn't ready. He was not ready. But I got him. He just flung a bunch of that pea soup up on me. Yeah, this is big fish of the day so far. Easy. I'll get a little weight on this fish since it's big fish of the day so far. About 19.5 in the net. Yeah, I'd clean them off with some clean water, get all that algae off them, but there's no such thing here. Me and this fish are both covered with algae. 19.5 in the net. That net weighs like 2.5 pounds with no camera on it, so it's around 16, 17. Beauty of a fish. Didn't put up much of a fight. Came in pretty easy and then just went berserk once I got him in the net. Yeah, they can't see anything through this algae bloom either. Didn't see that net coming at them. Fishing's pretty good today. It's pretty good. Disappears into the green. That's a big fish. See ya. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock, so getting the early afternoon bite going on here. Surprised didn't have anything during the last few hours in the morning. I fished from like 9:30 to noon and had nothing, and then I started biting toward the midday. In my experience, that's more of a fall fishing behavior, spring and fall, but that cold front that came in last night might explain why they're biting in midday today. Wow, it's pretty aggressive. It's gonna be a big one of these times. Just a numbers game. I gotta walk them down here a little bit, get away from some of these weeds. There's some big clumps of weeds right in front of me here. Let's get this guy in here. Okay. Yeah, a little guy, another little guy. 6-7 pounds, something like that. Standing his fin up there, and oh, he's gonna go ahead and poop on my mat too. What is with these carp today? Defecating on my mat. All right, back he goes. Go back in the lake and pee where you should be peeing. There you go. In case you're not familiar with these algae blooms, this is a thing that happens in almost every lake in this region. These severe algae blooms, and the main cause behind it is excess nutrients in the water that come from agricultural runoff from the agricultural fields that dominate this region. And some algae in every waterway is normal, but this is excessive, and it's toxic. You go swimming in this stuff, you can get sick. I think the fish must be adapted to it or something, because it doesn't seem to phase them. But I don't know. I can't talk to them to ask them how they feel. A little jingle here. Drop back. Oh boy. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on. Uh-oh. I'm getting a double. I don't think that's this fish, is it? No, definitely not this fish. Guess I better get moving then, huh? Farting around with this fish here. This is a small fish. I'm gonna see if I can just get this guy unhooked right here and not have to go up all the way to the mat. Okay, this guy, green carp. God, all right. Alright, no cranium hit a rock there, so I'm alright. Stumbling around on these rocks is it's not good. Well, there's some kids at the campsite next door to me. If I was out in the middle of nowhere by myself, there might have been some words coming out of my mouth that would not have been PG-13. It's just these rocks, you never know which one is going to move when you step on it or not. I hate it. I get why they do it, because the boat traffic would erode the shorelines. All the waves from the boat traffic would erode the shorelines if they didn't do it. But it just makes it unpleasant for people to use the lake from the bank. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a catfish, some kind of green catfish. Yeah, pretty nice catfish. Can you even see the green stuff all over them? There you go. We're just covered, everything I own is just covered with this green algae. Alright, well, that fall on the rocks made me a little crappy, so I think I need some coffee to help get rid of the crabbies. This is an essential part of my fishing kit when I'm luxury fishing like this. A gallon of water works good. Plenty of water to make coffee and then to clean up with. I just keep it all in one of these little bins. Keep the coffee in one of these Nalgene containers. Precise measurement only. You know me, I'm only with precise measurements here. And of course, the infamous power bank. Links in the description if you want to get one exactly like mine. There's lots of different ones. Oh, I'm getting a fish. Getting a fish while I'm trying to make coffee. I thought it was going to slow down. It's been a while since I had a bite, and I was getting ready for some relaxation. And then some douchebag at a campsite pulled up recently and started blasting their tunes. So I thought, I'm going to make some coffee and start talking to a camera to distract myself from the Fleetwood Mac that's blasting down the way. Fishing's been pretty good, but just these rocks and the just disgusting nature of this water has kind of got me a little frazzled. I need to fix that. Big fish, caffeinated beverage, that should fix it. Ugh. It's just frustrating when you can't even find a single stable surface to stand on. I feel like I'm gonna fall down all the time. Okay, that's better. All right, let me rescue from that soup for a minute or two. There we go. Oh, I wanna go back to my soup. This is a chunk. I think I'm gonna get a weight on this guy. 17.5 in the net. Yeah, this is a chunk. Not very long, but it's a 15, 16 pound fish. Short, stocky fellow. Gave me a good fight. Kind of woke me up from my funk there. I think my coffee's brewing over there now. I'm gonna put this guy back and go get some caffeine. Feeling a lot better holding this big fish. Yeah. All right, enjoy your disgusting lake. See ya. Okay, I got a couple sips of coffee before this took off. Ooh, this feels real good. But he's in the weeds. He's in the weeds. Sneak up on this guy. I don't think he can see me. Ooh. Yeah. Swam right in the net. Another great fish. I'm not gonna weigh this one. It's just right in that average that I catch here at this lake most of the time. This low to mid-teens. This is probably a 13, 14 pound fish. Great, keeping me busy. I love it. I love it. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. There's some thunderstorms that are on their way here. I don't know, about probably an hour, maybe two. We'll see how long I'm gonna stay and wait them out. But fishing's pretty great today. So just a little explainer as to what's about to happen in this video here. That guy that was down the way at the other campsite blasting his music for the last hour, well, he decides to start yelling over to me. He thinks he's entitled to some information as to what I'm doing, what I'm catching, stuff like that. And, you know, I decided to give him a little dose of his own medicine and experience what it's like to experience rudeness from someone else. So here's what happened.
All right, I might be a little jealous. What do you got over there? What is it? Can you hear me? What was it?
A fish!
Captain?
Yeah.
I know I'm being nosy, but you got that big ass net out, big ass fish. What was it? All right then. That big ass fish up there on this shit. You know what fucking wrong.
I really pissed him off there. He was hollering at me and I just ignored him. Now he really cranked it up. I could hear him over there cussing me out, calling me all sorts of names. I probably won't play this part, I guess, because I'll probably get a copyright strike from the music in the background, I suppose. He got mad when I wouldn't answer him. Well, as you can see, I took the tent down, decided not to camp here tonight. There's weather coming from that direction, probably be here in about an hour. The morning says funnel clouds. When they start talking tornado, I don't mess around. Thunderstorms, that's one thing, but not messing around with that. So, not camping here tonight, but I'm gonna fish until I can't fish anymore. That go. Just casted this out, just rebaited and casted it out. I would think with this impending weather it should get them really tuned up. Oh, I just felt a raindrop. Oh, more raindrops. Not yet, not yet. Let me catch a couple big fish first. I was prepared for rain. Brought the bivvy. Brought the rain gear, was prepared for a wet fishing trip, but no, I'm not going to be having a tree fall on me while I'm sleeping or some kind of crap like that when you get high winds like that. No fish is worth risking your life. Yeah, get in here, that's a good fish. Got him. Yeah, this is a beast. Big, chunky, short. Look, fish. Look how thick that body is on that fish. I'm not gonna weigh it. Mid-teens again, probably. Raindrops are falling. The campers who have half a brain are packing up their stuff, and I'm gonna start doing the same. Severe weather's coming. I'm gonna get out of here before it starts in full force. Great day of fishing. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.